So I'm gonna do my first street art graffiti walking tour today. Aye, let's go for a wee walk. I think I've just seen somebody that I know, which is quite funny. So this is like one of the main reasons I wanted to start here, because I came here the other day and it was just after Same had passed away, and I like the fact that we've got some of his stuff in Glasgow, and there's a few more kind of down there. I've always really enjoyed Alky's style, and For You, these are the kind of younger dudes, but I really like it, man. And then we've got Miro, I've never really known, I've never even asked him, and Forget here, which is nice. And then we kind of enter into this courtyard, which is cool. This is obviously seen kind of a few generations. There's like a 2013 SE. It's pretty sick. There's still a big intact one there. The Funk. And then we've got another Same as well. Nice chrome outline, man. It's pretty sick. Aye. Rest in peace, Same, man. He absolutely smashed it. Seems as though he's fucking travelled Europe and just killed it. So that's pretty fucking cool, man. So yeah, the reason I wanted to actually do this video here was because I kind of feel like that spot up there, Garnethill, that's kind of where a lot of graffiti kind of started in Glasgow, I guess, and it's like one of the spots that's maintained over the years to actually still get painted illegally, so it's pretty sick. I'm going to head down this way first, just because there's some cool stuff down that way, but we'll end up there and we'll check it out, see what it's like. I suppose it's worth mentioning that this video is getting made during the lockdown in 2020, so it's May the 5th 2020, and I'm in Glasgow city centre, and there's a big car that's just been pure smash, man. But aye, so it's a bit of a strange time to be cutting about, but try and keep my distance for people so I don't get the coronavirus. We're actually coming up to a spot that's quite funny. So this bridge, there's like pillars underneath it, and they got painted, so the council painted them. Oh, it's quite potent. So as you can see, I'm not really managing to fucking keep my distance with anybody that well. Aye, so this is a Klingatron mural. I think it's actually been here for like 5 years or something now. And the reason it's funny is because there used to be the body going down here, but maybe like a month ago now or 2 months ago, the council painted over it. But surprisingly, no tags on it yet, do you know what I mean? So maybe I was wrong. I assumed as soon as it got cleaned it was going to get tagged. So this is a little something. So again, this is quite interesting. I don't even think I realised this, but there used to be a mural here. You can see, well actually you can see the fact that there's a mural here because the council never actually paint over it in that well, so a little bit a little bit sticking out there, and you can kind of still see because the grey paint's always faded. But yeah, obviously it kind of doesn't make sense that so somebody's obviously bombed it, and then, which is just kind of part of a mural's life, man. Like, it's just part of the existence of a mural, is that someone's going to write on it, and I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me to just paint it grey. Kind of head down this way. It's also kind of funny because this section of Glasgow is actually, obviously it's the M8 motorway that goes straight through the city centre like this. It kind of created like a big divide between the city centre and the west end of the city, which I don't think's, I don't know, I quite like it, to be honest, but I quite like sort of brutal architecture and stuff like that, so it's kind of up my street. Run for this green man. So here we've actually got like more stuff on the pillars. We've got another Same here. So yeah, it's good to see this, man, like, nice. There's some good graph out the back of here. I wish I could go and see it. So I might have to like duck across onto this wee bit over here. So here's the motorway. And then up here we've got one of Sway's big things that he did for his fire extinguisher. And so that's like an untouched mural. I'm going to quickly try and run out a wee bit. See, this is pretty good because of the lockdown. I can kind of get away with just walking on the road just now. And then there was one on this pillar here, but again someone wrote on it, so the council painted over it. So there was like a mural of some oranges here before, which I really liked, it was cool. And this is a tribute to Mode, who's a graffiti writer from Penally in Glasgow. He was pretty prolific all over the city. He sadly passed away. I have a wee tribute for him, so that's kind of, you can see this one here and the one behind it. It was nicely done. So these were done by little book transfers, and I like them, man. It's just, I think eventually murals kind of serve their time, and I mean these spaces are lovely for it, so it'd be cool to see some new stuff on here eventually. I don't know, I can imagine like every 6 months these could get rotated or something like that. I think that would be really cool. And there's also another one there. Glasgow's kind of got like a bin problem. There's just bins everywhere. I guess that's kind of like any city. And then this is kind of like the lowest wall on Garnethill, so this one doesn't get painted as much because there's mostly cars here. It'd be kind of good, see if you could get rid of all the cars, and then this whole bit could be just smashed. There's a nice mover flow there, which looks as though it's really old, but it's probably just really wet. I think this wall's probably quite soggy as well. So yeah, this is like, there's a viewpoint up the top, and so we'll take a walk up there. I don't know, I think it's cool, man. Like, I think it feels nice now that I'm making this video. It feels cool that, I don't know, thinking of all the people. So I know for a fact that people have been painting this from like 95. I think Knox posted it up. And so I think that, like, it's quite cool. It's quite cool to know that you're fucking walking in the footsteps of other people that were like 20 years ago, even longer, 25 years ago. Like, they were standing here painting, do you know what I mean? They were into graph, and I think it's just cool, man. It's like a legacy. And so there's like steps that take you up that way, or you can walk around this way, and this way is pretty cool. It's kind of, during the winter, you can see the wall from the road basically. Kind of see a wee bit of a Lust PPP under there. And so this is a kind of interesting wall. It's always been getting painted for like productions and stuff like that. People have just been doing pieces on it. There was like a really iconic Acme piece that he did. And so basically he did this like Acme with like a broken TV. It was kind of like a copper fill, I think. It was really sick, man. Like, there was a lot of Laps stuff up here as well. Eject. There's been, everybody's painted this. A lot of Mac 1 stuff. But it's a bit of a shame to see it like this, to be honest, because it's always been really fucking cool, man. There's a really cool, there's a skateboarding movie from like kind of early 2000s called H-Man Bam, and it's got a kind of skater called Jamie Boland coming down here, and it's got actually like the Acme Laps and Eject pieces in it, which is amazing. I'll maybe try and hook that wee clip up here if I can. So I guess a wee bit of backstory on this big chrome blockbuster. There's a guy who writes Devas, and he took out the full wall with a chrome, which had never really been done before, which is kind of surprising because obviously you can see it from the road, so you would think naturally maybe it had been done before. I don't know, I'd never seen it done before, but he took out the full wall and it looked sick. But because there was so many people that had painted here, some of the guys got annoyed and they painted back over them and they wrote locals only, which I don't know, to me I didn't really agree with it at the time, but I get it, it's fair enough. Do you know what I mean? Like potentially you would be annoyed if you got painted over, but for me this has always been like a chill spot to paint. It should be a chill spot to paint, I think. I understand that maybe it's not now, but I just think it'd be really cool. Especially now, nobody can see it. It's not like it faces anybody's house really, do you know what I mean? There's like flats over there maybe, but yeah, I think this should be a legal wall, definitely. And then the wall kind of comes back around, and so like this is a really sick wall as well, man. Like, in fact, I'm gonna go and get a wee picture of this because I find this quite funny. So as far as I can tell, this is someone's back door, but it's became quite a good spot for people to paint. And so that's like a negative destination production, I guess, which is cool. Can be seen from the road. So yeah, it's a pretty cool spot. It's just open basically, so obviously no fence, just open. You're obviously going to go and paint it, man, like, especially when it's connected to this like whole spot that's just covered in graffiti. And so I think like this wall, especially because of the height of it, it's just such a big, nice wall. I guess like the wee lip sort of bit there is a wee bit annoying, but like this spot's pretty much flat, so you could be doing loads here, man. So this is like a spot. Goes round. I didn't actually realise so many people sat here though. Again, like potentially this could be like a legal wall. It's massive, so it would look class with like a big production wrapped around it. But I guess all the people that stay in these flats would kind of want to have a bit of a say in what happens to the wall. Or maybe they would just be chuffed, man. If you ended up with like a big wall here that was full of productions, your house price might go up. That seems to be the way this happened elsewhere. And so this is kind of the view out. So that's like the west end of Glasgow. Said in a kind of west end accent actually. I need to check myself on that for Paisley, which is over that way. I think there's like a few more things that I can get in this tour. I just do like a big loop and then I come back round. This is kind of heading towards the art school, but it's a bit of a dead zone. So I'll check back in a few minutes. So I was going to stop filming, but then I thought, if you're not from Glasgow, it might actually be nice to like see some Glasgow architecture as well. I know it's supposed to be predominantly graffiti that I'm looking at, but I think context is pretty good, so aye, this is a Garnethill area. It's pretty, I would say it's pretty affluent, to be honest. It's where the art school is. And just some really old buildings, man. I wish I knew more about the age of the buildings and stuff like that, but this one's pretty old. So it says the McAlpin Nursing Home, 1908. That's pretty fucking ancient to me, man. Like, if you look at it up the top, that's like the pure best studio room ever, man. Like, look, the amount of light that must go in there. It's pretty gas. And I believe that this is now a building for the art school. Yes, I can't even believe it. This is so funny. I'm so glad I turned the camera back on. If it takes more than 5 minutes, it ain't graffiti. Mint and Serf, that was their thing. And I can actually see there's a sketch in there. So that was obviously quite lucky that I turned the camera back on, because in fact I feel as though this must be his old studio, because I can kind of see some tags in it. That's pretty cool. I feel as though that's kind of why I'm going to make these videos, for wee moments like that, because that was class. So I'm going to take a right here down to the actual art school, and it's a shame because it's suffered fires, so like you won't be able to see how nice a building it is, but there's some cool graffiti about here, so or at least there normally is. I've spotted something down here. I can't remember what it is, but aye, you would think like the art school, being an art school, that you would have, I don't know, a bit more kind of stuff happening. It's quite a nice door. Yeah, these look pretty old, man. Fresh in 96. I don't even know if these are actually that old. They look pretty old, but it's pretty cool if they are. And then we've got a big Ronnie. The wrong side of the tracks for Julie. 1999. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen this before. I probably have, but I've just been pure mad at it, like walking up here when it's been dark. But aye, if anybody knows who did this, I feel as though it kind of looks as though it might be cool style, but I don't know, hard to tell. mean, like, check that out. The sun's probably kind of ruining the way it looks, but pretty amazing in a very, very ugly way. So yeah, there was a fire, and then they were fixing up the art school, and then there was another fire. Just saw some security guards chilling out. I wonder if they have a wee peek. Aye, so there's like a Charles Rennie Mackintosh building under there, but you can't see it because of all the scaffolding. I actually pure love scaffolding, so to me it's class. You can see kind of the fence, kind of Mackintosh motifs. And then actually these are like some of my, like this tag's like one of my favourites, man. Big mop beast, man. Like the ink used to be much brighter, but that's going to age so nice, man. It's kind of bleaching, which is just class. I really, really like it, man. So I guess it would be kind of rude to do a tour of the graffiti and not have these boards in it just now, because, but again, man, like in any other city this would be covered in dubs or something like that, man, and it's just like it's been buffed a few times, but there's just nothing on it really. This is pretty gallus, man. Like, you're talking like listed building kind of frontage here. But yeah, for the most part it's just kind of scrappy dubs and then just like political writing. But there is actually something quite cool up this way. It's just a shame because it could be cool if there was like, if it was on the outside on the actual boards, then it'd be pretty gas. Oh, I just remembered. So, you can't really see them up there that well, but it's like a good rooftop up there. So it's really cool seeing these again as well. It's like kind of late 90s, early 2000s writer. And I just came back out with a lovely kind of purple and just rocked some of the nicest tags about the city centre, man. It's really sick. So magical kebabs. Oh, in fact, there's a tag on a van round here that I like. I hope it's still here. Pretty ghetto. And I think I'm actually going to be lucky here because so there's normally a car parked here in front of this painting, but it looks as though they've moved, so probably going to be in luck. Ah, nah, there's still the van there, so aye, this spot is pretty prime. They seem to be opening the pub back up, or at least doing works on it, so I don't know if this will last much longer, but it did say self-portrait of a twat, and then it's been named Gimpy the Gimp, which I think is quite a good name. Pretty Glaswegian. And then some of the kind of only sort of street dubs, like kind of main street dubs. You don't really see it that often in Glasgow. But I love this one, man. I love the fact that it goes round the corner. And then I guess it makes sense to kind of head round here since we're here. See, this is why I like this kind of this is why I like this area, is because there's so much stuff, man. It's class. There's always just loads and loads of stuff, so you come round this corner and you kind of immediately catch a glimpse of this big Stormy Mills, which was cool. I walked by, I used to cycle down this when I was going to work, and I saw him painting it, and it kind of blew my mind because I'd seen him years ago I'd saw them paint at, they did like a thing, it was like the Ghost Village project with Remy Ruff and stuff like that, and it was amazing. And then it was just this thing just popped up, and I'm like, why is this guy painting here, and why is he, I don't know, I just couldn't really work out, but I love it, man. It's really sick. His feet have been painted over, which I feel as though is a wee bit of a shame because he had quite cool shoes on, but I mean, like, the hand's nice, man. And it's pretty gas. Like, I've been looking up more kind of Stormy Mills stuff, and the dude's been painting so long, man. Like he's a proper OG and just does his own thing, man. Like, really, really inspiring. Like, heavy inspiring. What a guy, man. I'd love to paint something that big. And then down here And so this is like, this is one of the many kind of lanes in Glasgow. And it's really cool because I was looking in here recently and I discovered there was like these tags. So like a PPP. I need to go over. But there's like tags from O3. So that's like an eject O3, a chi O3, and there's even like, I've just noticed, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it, man, because, but underneath there's like an Oscar tag there, and underneath that there's a Dose and Josie. I reckon that's got to be mad old, like super old. So it'd be sick to get, like, it'd be cool to get behind this gate, man. Like I wonder what the code is, man, and it'd be sick to see, because there's like a doorway down there, so I imagine the doorway's got some heavy nice handstands on it. I can see like a couple of FBR ER numbers, so who are like undoubtedly like the best, man, the best in Glasgow. Scallus, man. It's like super greasy. That's what the lanes are. The lanes are super greasy. And so this is like the back door for Nice and Sleazy's. Or Nice and Sleazy, I guess. I always call it Nice and Sleazy's, I think everybody does. But aye, this painting's been there for ages as well. But then we've got this by Mark Worst, which I helped organise through Colourways. I just love it, man. I just think the building's crazy. So like, it's a wee bit difficult because of the light just now, but this building kind of doesn't look like any other building I've ever seen. Like, it reminds me of like Tokyo or some shit like that. Because obviously you've seen kind of like, it's all these tenement flats, but then for some reason they've just built this big massive like brick cube coming out the back of it, man, which is like, don't know, super strange by the looks of things. I would imagine that it probably just had a courtyard like that, do you know what I mean? But at some point some guys went, here, we could make loads of money if we just build this mad dodgy structure at the back. So I think this is pretty cool, man. Like, it's exciting to have this type of stuff getting done in the city. Mark kind of chose to leave some of the stuff that was there as well, like leave some of the history of the wall. There's like a kind of weird like mosaic thing that was in the wall as well. That's quite cool. So this is at the back of Broadcast, so there's loads of, I can't work out who that was. I feel as though so many people have done that kind of brain thing. But yeah, this is the back of Broadcast. It actually sounds like their alarm might be going off a wee bit, but yeah, Really nice, man. I think it'd be cool to see the full lane, like it goes all the way up, man. And it'd be amazing to see kind of stuff like this. We've got something planned for this wall here. It should be really cool. I just love how grimy they are, man. Like, it's just class. And then there's this one here as well. And so this is actually, this taste boggin is actually from an anti-smoking advert, which I'll try and find as well. Again, like a lot of potential in the lane. Could be really, really good. But I think I'll call it a day with that. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed it, even just for that wee moment of finding the thing that said, if it takes longer than 5 minutes, it's not graffiti, because I think about that a lot. I saw a few stickers of it and I thought, hi, everything I do takes longer than 5 minutes, man. And then I see the New York guys froze and stuff like that, and I'm like, aye, man, they're smashing them up rapid. So like, they're definitely graffiti, and the aesthetic, man, of graffiti just being done fast with kind of like chrome fills is something I love, man. But I don't know, aesthetically for my own work, it's just something I don't really do. I like a kind of solid fill, but I can definitely appreciate the value of like sort of proper graph, I guess, trying. Fine. Hope you have a nice day. Stay safe and all that. Happy lockdown. It's a bit of a weird time, but aye, we're going to get through it, and we're going to cover the city in art at the class.